A Leshy or Leshen will appear in season 2 of Netflix's The Witcher, so why should you be afraid of these things in season 2? Also, maybe in real life too. So there are heavy rumors that a Leshy or Leshen will be in season 2 of Netflix's The Witcher, and there will be some really bad consequences for that monster appearing and a certain character engaging in it. If I were to guess, I'd say Geralt. It's most likely we'll see him engage with a Leshy, but given that certain other Witchers that will appear in season 2 had full body casts made of them, maybe them. I fear for every Witcher in season 2. But why should you be afraid of Leshens in season 2 and a Witcher going up against it? Well, while they're not ever really present in the Witcher books, though they are mentioned, if you've played The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, you know why you should be terrified of them. By God, do you know. So let's talk about Leshens. So Leshies in our world were created by the Slavic people that believed there was one Lord of the Woods that ruled all. Typically, there was one Leshy per woods, but sometimes there were more than that led to territory disputes, which was a way to explain random falling trees and boulders. The Leshy was a shape-shifting creature that could appear as a human, a plant, an animal, really anything. The Leshy is revered and feared in our own world. While it could be helpful, giving hunters a good hunt, it could be pure evil, leading a traveler to their death. Sometimes the Leshy would help cattle from getting lost in the woods, and then turn around and kidnap young women, or take children that were cursed by their relatives, so, you know, whether you think taking children is positive or not is up to you. I'm not gonna judge you. Now, despite how absolutely terrifying they look in The Witcher 3, again, Witcher 3 players, you know how terrifying they are, we're not sure how they're going to appear in season 2 of Netflix's The Witcher. We've known that they've kind of been trying to carve out their own version of monsters, and it's never been quite like how they're described in the books, or quite how they are shown in the video games. So I'm very interested to see if they can be scarier than in the video game, because I don't know if that's possible. So unfortunately, to continue this video, I can't talk about how they're described in the books because we never see Geralt encounter one. We just hear a mention. So I'm gonna have to go off of the role-playing book for The Witcher and also the video game. But let's start with the role-playing book first. So in the role-playing book, for starters, it says that they live only to kill, and their victims have very little left of their bodies when they're done. So, you know, that's super great. The Witcher role-playing book also describes them in their natural form as a bear or a wild cat, with terrifying claws and fangs. It is a forest-living, iron-resistant, and very clever creature, and it will wait in a tree branch to jump down on its victims and just absolutely fuck you up, and then consume most of your body. And here's the thing, it can shapeshift, so it could be anything. That boulder over there? It's a Leshen. Oh, hey, that old man that's trying to give you directions in the woods? It's a Leshen. Oh, that tree branch? It's a Leshen. That tree that looks really familiar to that other tree you saw. Yeah, it's a fucking Leshen. And you're gonna die. And what really gets me in the role-playing game is they say, oh, hey, peasants consider Leshens to be these spirit guardians of the forest, when in reality, they just love to kill travelers and wanderers. Dude. Why are you worshipping this shit? But, you know, that's about all we get in the role-playing book. Now let's talk about The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, and the absolute nightmare fuel Leshens are in that game. Just in case Lauren Hissrick and Netflix decides that's where we want to take inspiration. We want to take inspiration from Witcher 3. And make sure none of our viewers have a good night's sleep for the next month. So the Leshens in The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, are powerful, ancient, and terrifying forest spirits. They have tree-like arms and legs, a deer skull on their head, because why the fuck not? And they can call for creatures to aid them, like a pack of wolves. Exactly how I want to die. A pack of wolves swarming on me as I see this scary-ass creature coming after me. Oh, also crows too. They'll summon those. They can also call on underground roots to trap you. They can also turn themselves into smoke form and disappear to reappear and kill you, because fuck life, that's why. But there's a positive. They are generally weak to fire, so light them on fire. Also, here's an entry for them from the game. I just want to throw in here. Leshens dwell in dense woods. Fiercely territorial creatures, they hunt with stealth and cunning as their only companions. They use their inborn magic to control the plants and animals within their territory, and so, when stalking them, half the battle is merely getting near enough to strike. So, yeah, pretty scary. But what does this mean for Season 2 of The Witcher? Well, one, we know that Geralt and Ciri are traveling together. They're gonna have to go through woods to get to his Witcher school, which is where they're traveling to. So maybe Leshen appears at some point as they're traveling. Or maybe they actually get to the old Witcher school and one of the Witchers recounts, hey, I'm super fucked up because I encountered a Leshen and they're absolutely terrifying, and then we have a flashback. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to happen in Season 2 of The Witcher, but we are going to see a Leshen. And I'm really hoping it's not Ciri and Geralt that face it, it's some other Witcher, and that's our introduction to them, because they fucking suck. 100%. So let me know what you think about the Leshen, and if you think they're not scary, I don't trust you, you're not human, and I need you to get out of here. Like right now. Leave. You're an absolute monster.